I know you all saw the most recent episode of Game of Thrones. I watched it and I was pleasantly surprised by all the events that happened. However, when I watched it, I didn't know that that was the final episode of the season. Had I known that, I would have reacted a little bit different. I'm sitting up here chilling, thinking I just got time to keep enjoying the show, not knowing this is the last episode, not knowing I'm on the last episode of the season. Nobody told me that they were gonna end on 7 episodes in one season. What is that? That's less than 2 months worth of content. I should have known something was fishy because it was an hour and a half. I don't know why I didn't think about that. Like, oh yeah, like this episode is like an hour and a half. Something special must be happening this week. I just didn't think about season finale at episode 7. I'm sorry. It didn't even end like a regular season finale. That's why I thought I just had more time. Let's get into my playlist for the week because I'm gonna be sad. I'm just gonna be sad if I keep talking about this. So there was a lot of music that came out this month. I wanted to cover all of it. I wanted to make sure I let you guys know about it, but at the same time, there was so much coming out back to back to back that when I put something in the playlist, something else came out. I had to add that as well. So it's Shawn C, only putting you on to the best music humanly possible, I think. And we're back here with the songs I'm listening to. Let's go. You know what to do. Put your playlist down in the comment section below. Let everybody else know what you're listening to. First track I gotta put on here is, for some reason, Kodak Black featuring X, Roll in Peace. The thing about this song is it's not like the lyrics or anything that special, but the flute or the clarinet or whatever's being played in the background sounds addicting. It sounds amazing. Rolls into the track really well. Kodak is flowing really well in this song. Like I said, lyrically, there's nothing impressive really going on, but even X comes in and gives a decent feature, and for the first time, I feel like X is like chill. He's calm. He's going with the flow of the song. He's not screaming. He's not hype beasting or anything. He's actually presenting himself as a feature that, you know, has earned a lot of the acclaim that's around his name right now. And you would expect that I wouldn't like to hear a bunch of bees in my song, but I do. I like it a lot on this track. Kodak does really well. Energy is there. The song is really replayable. I don't see a problem with this track at all. Don't at me.
Off the top these days, like I'm rolling on the beam. They tried to give me 8, got on my knee like Jesus, please. Why you gotta Jesus, please?
A lot of people think that shots at Lil Uzi, but for me, I just think it's funny. It's hilarious. Yes, it makes sense actually. Next track I have on here is ASAP Ferg's East Coast remix. Now, for this track, there are so many highs and so many lows, but the lows can be cut out of the song, thank God. So pretty much after Dave East's verse, I'm cutting everybody else out of the song. Snoop Dogg's getting cut out. Rick Ross is getting cut out. Definitely French Montana's getting cut out. Busta Rhymes is a perfect opener. ASAP Rocky, his energy is great. ASAP Ferg is switching up his flows and cadence really nicely. And Dave East gives a pretty average feature, but it flows with the song. It keeps it going. It doesn't slow it down. I'm happy with it. After Dave East, the song could end. I don't need anybody else on the track. Viewer discretion is advised. Do not continue listening to this song after Dave East because you will be sorely disappointed.
Only got 41 seconds as a bitch I gotta use.
Busta Rhymes, one of the most underrated artists of all time. Put some respect on his name. Next track I wanted to shout out is Anonymouz, URAMESHI. This kind of album or this little mixtape thing he's got going on, this EP actually, I believe it's inspired by the anime Yu Yu Hakusho, where the main character's name is Yusuke Urameshi, and that's pretty much the whole theme of the project. He's got sounds and instrumentals kind of that are taken from the actual anime itself that are put onto this, so I'm all for it. I'm a huge anime fan. I liked Yu Yu Hakusho as a kid. Listening to this track, he flows really nice. He gets more aggressive at some points. His tone for a majority of these tracks tends to stay the same, but his energy changes. He hypes himself up. I think if he could just change the inflections in his voice a little bit more naturally, it would make the song go over a little bit better. But for me, it's still a great song. I still like it. Given some great bars, given some nice lyrical performance. And if you like this one track specifically, I would go ahead and recommend the entire EP because this track carries a very dark vibe to it, and I love dark music. So Tyler the Creator didn't let anybody know that he was just gonna body Jay-Z's 444 instrumental. This thing was incredible. When I heard it, I was like, oh my god, I thought he dropped something new, some new material. He didn't. So I was like, what could this be? I checked it out. Started with the yeah, which is what I said in my Jay-Z 444 review, is that little voice, that thing was pretty annoying after a little while. But see, Tyler keeps flowing on the track, so there's really no time to notice that in the background, so it makes it a more enjoyable experience. The only negative to this track is the fact that it's only like a minute and a half long, and Tyler's not even on it for that long. In the time frame that he actually is on this track, he's giving some great bars, giving the same energy that he gave in his Flower Boy album. This thing could have narrowly fit onto Flower Flower Boy if he really wanted to try. The lines that he spits on this track are ridiculous, and he does it. It seems like it flows out so effortlessly. It's crazy because while he's rapping, it's like he's finding new flows and new ways to incorporate himself into the track. Leg day is getting stiff. Guess who really running? Young Teezy feeling wheezy in this. Just listen to the song. Listen to the whole thing about 100 times, then tell me you like it, and then listen to it about 1,000 more times, and then put it in your playlist forever. Next track I got on here is Exes, JOCELYN FLORES. I'm really happy that a lot of people understood my concerns and my issues with the project X released recently called 17. In my opinion, I thought it was a pretty decent project. I liked where it went or where it was trying to go. I felt that it conveyed those messages in a really basic and cheesy way, a way that I feel like shouldn't be represented when you're talking about depression, something that affects millions upon millions of people on a daily basis. I feel like you can incorporate a lot of these mental aspects into your album and still make it enjoyable for the masses. You just need to go deeper than surface level when discussing something like this. However, that does not stop me from enjoying a track like JOCELYN FLORES. I think it's a really nice sensual beat. I like the fact that it's so laid back and smooth. I like that it sets the tone. It's very, very simple, but that's what makes this track in particular good. For those of you who don't know, JOCELYN FLORES is the name of one of X's friends who apparently ended her life, unfortunately, so this song is pretty much a dedication to her. Very endearing. I can definitely see how empty he is when discussing his concerns on this track, but as I said, it doesn't lead me to connect that deeply to the track because it's very surface level. But that shouldn't stop you from enjoying the track. And I believe the voice that's sampled on here did in Wing Ridden Angel, or that was a long time ago where I listened to one of his tracks that had the same vibe, and I could have sworn I heard the same voice. I know the sample is Shiloh Dynasty, but I'm pretty sure that same voice was used on tracks way back. Just wait for the beat drop. Wait for the drop. I know you're somewhere. Oh. You have to be a heartless individual not to at least think about sperming to the beat drop on that track. I also want to put Lil Uzi Vert's Dark Queen on this playlist. I think this one track in particular is amazing. Not only is Lil Uzi going into some pretty good subject matter when talking about his mom being the Dark Queen, pretty much being the trap queen of his neighborhood or his life, and appreciating her and his grandmother and other family members, and talking about how he's like his father, he's a grinder. I thought it was a good way to pay homage to the people who helped make you who you are today. You know, before he was Lil Uzi Vert, like he says in the song, without going too deep, introspective, or trying to make it so sappy, it still maintains this very childlike demeanor of the song. You can kind of see Lil Uzi growing up in this track and then getting up to the point where he is right now. It's almost video game like. It's very dark, of course. It's really ethereal, really spacey. Another one of those what I would like to call drifting off into no man's land kind of tracks where you can just literally close your eyes and envision everything that he's talking about, because he's making it so easy for you to kind of look at this imagery based off the instrumental, based off his vocal tones and inflections. It's just a really simple, easily enjoyable track, and I feel like this is probably one of the few tracks on his most recent album that's gonna have a lot of replay value. Like I said, it's endearing. Like, who raps about their mom like this? This is a cool and endearing way to rap about the people you love. Mama, love you, mama. And grandmama wanna sign up. No way, I'll chill, get in commerce. Like my dad, I'm a grinder. Like, Lil Uzi never usually gives me this side of him, so when I see it, it's like, oh man, you know, I just want to embrace you, not really stay back, but I like what you're putting out, I like your music, I like some of it. I still think the album was subpar, but few tracks on there actually got me to connect a little bit more to Uzi, got me to see things from his perspective, and I definitely enjoyed this track because I'm a huge fan of dark music, and this is kind of the vibe that it displays throughout the entire track. The next thing on here I would like to shout out is Brockhampton for releasing a great project known as Saturation 2 shortly after release of the Saturation 1 project we got earlier in June this year. You just don't think that a collective, a boy band, a group of people, a collective of people from all over different parts of the world world, a science experiment. Let's call them that, because they're out of this world. To me, when I see these guys, I only think of like creativity, because the fact that they make turn-up music is one thing, but the fact that they make turn-up music that lasts a while is a completely different thing entirely. Like, we usually, at least speaking for myself, I don't like turn-up music like that because I think it's very disposable, it's very fast food-like. But with Brockhampton, they deliver fast food music in a way that kind of stays in your system. It's produced really well. It's you know, not poorly written. It's things that you could recite on a regular day-to-day basis. The thing about them is they're releasing this music in such a short time frame. So they're releasing this, then this, and then this, and then in under a year. Not giving people a break, saturating the community in the rap game with their sound, with their ideas, and saturating their own album, their project, because it's so colorful on this thing. It's so versatile. It's so diverse. The entire project is like that, in my opinion. How technical these guys are able to be at some points is honestly ridiculous. In my opinion, I don't think that it's possible to think of some of the things they think about as far as the basic parts of the production on this thing, but I think they do this entire concept like really, really well. There was also somebody who tried to comment and say, "Oh dude, you suck at commentary. What do you mean versatility within the beat? Do you not use your brain? What else do I have to explain to you? Versatility within the beat. They're adding things to the beat. They're transforming it. They're making the beat transformative. What do you not get? That doesn't take rocket science to interpret. The one track I have to give them complete props on that they do this on perfectly, flawlessly, is Chick. I love Chick so much. It maintains, like I said, a dark vibe, a dark beat that I feel Amir Vaughn just brings to an entirely different level. He's my favorite member of this group. He takes shots specifically at people who go hard on the internet, that think, you know, a fight online is a fight in real life.
In a safe place, aiming with their keyboard, they shooting uppercase.
Oh my god. I can't mess with you if you don't like Brockhampton. And for all the people out there who just can't, just use your brain, man. It don't take that long. When I say people are overhyping the group, I mean they are not giving me any reasons as to why they like them other than, oh, they're making good music. What makes it good to you other than reasons that I've already explained? And if your reasons mirror mine, just say that. But don't act stupid and say, oh, I don't know what you mean. You just listed all the reasons I like them. If that's the case, then just say, I like them for the same reasons you like them. But if not, make your reasons known in the comment section below. That was the only question. Oh man, I don't like explaining myself to people. You guys know how I feel about Frank Ocean, Provider. Also, I'm listening to Daniel Caesar's project. I was not going to film a reaction to it because I knew I wasn't in the mood to listen to it when I did listen to it. I started a reaction and I was like, nope, can't do it. Because I hated every song on there while I was listening to it at first. Because I just wasn't in the right mood and I knew I wasn't, so I had to cut the video off. I had to. You know, I wasn't feeling it. I came back, started feeling the tracks. I knew I was going to like it the more I listened to it, so I didn't want to film a reaction to it because it was one of those things that Daniel Caesar is an artist that usually grows on me. So, yeah, he definitely made a great project. Definitely probably going to throw some thoughts on it out there next week or so. But yeah, that's going to be it for songs I'm listening to. I hope I put you onto some great music. I hope I let you know about some of the new music that is out right now. All this music is fairly recent. Music that has come out this month. So enjoy it. Listen to it to your heart's content. Add it to your playlist. Like I said, don't forget to leave your playlist in the comment section down below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. And it's been Shawn C. And I hope you see next year's season premiere of Game of Thrones because I'm upset. And I hope you enjoy all these tracks. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.